So last pregnancy, we were not really on the same page sexually.
No.
This pregnancy, I don't think we're on the same page either.
No. Except it's flipped.
It's flipped.
It's flipped. I'm trying to all the time. And you're trying to just all the time. What's going on, everybody? Popping in to give a shout out to the sponsor of this video that you're watching right now, Squarespace. Now, it's still early in the year, a little bit, pre-summer, so it's time for you to get started on that next big idea. And if you're gonna do it big, do it with Squarespace. Build a website, launch an online store, use their mailing list and other marketing tools to get that big idea started. Squarespace is an all-in-one platform to build a beautiful online presence. So go to squarespace.com/shambooty to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. Again, that's squarespace.com/shambooty to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain.
Does having sex, maybe lots of it, help you go into labor? If so, can it cause premature labor? Is it even safe to have sex when you are that pregnant? How many times should you have sex in order to reap the labor benefits? What if you're too pregnant and you don't want to? Hi there, lovers and friends. It's gonna be about that time that this baby is gonna be out there in the world and out of my body. And in order to ensure that this happens in a safe and somewhat expeditious way, I'm starting to think about tactics I can utilize to help labor come to fruition as fast and as safely as possible. So last pregnancy with my daughter Ryu, we utilized the tactic of having sex once I was full term very frequently in order to help with labor. Now, in full disclosure, there is scientific backings that do say that this can work. However, Ryu was born 10 days after her due date, and we had sex a lot. So take this information with a grain of salt, and furthermore, take it to your doctor because that is the person who knows your medical history and knows best what is safest for your body to try during this very exciting time. So let's get to the science behind why it's possible that sex can help to induce labor. First and foremost, again, all studies that have been going on around the relationship between sex and pregnancy state that it's actually only until a woman is full term. Some studies say 36 weeks, some say 37, that any of these things I'm about to list actually do impact you. So they're not going to put you into premature labor, again, unless your doctor has requested that you stop having sex for other reasons. But other than that, this is why sex, and lots of it, can help to speed things along. The first explanation as to why sex can help to speed things up when you are full term is prostaglandins. And prostaglandins is a lipid compound that has hormone-like effects when it comes in contact with the cervix. And so in essence, prostaglandins are contained in semen. And so if you're having sex without protection with a partner who has been tested, and both of you know what your status is and your doctor okays it, and that person ejaculates inside of you, those prostaglandins can actually help to soften and ripen the cervix. And softening and ripening the cervix is important, and as anybody who's been pregnant before knows this, because that's how the body gets ready to let it go, let it flow, and by it I mean the baby. Next, let's talk about not just sex, but orgasm during sex, which, as we know, those things don't always come together. So you got to make sure that everybody's coming together in order to get the total effects. Because when we orgasm, it produces contractions, and those uterine contractions, if they are strong and powerful enough, can get things going. By it, again, I mean labor. The third reason that having sex can help get things going once you are full term is oxytocin. And oxytocin is known as the cuddle hormone and the bonding hormone. We talked about this before. Oxytocin is released during sex to bond people together. It's also released during breastfeeding to bond baby and mom together. Now, oxytocin is actually the raw form, the natural form of Pitocin. And those of you who've been pregnant before might know that Pitocin is the synthetic hormone that they use in order to induce labor, should you require that at the hospital, should that baby not be coming out on time. So there you have it, but I also want to give you some safe best practices, which again, you should talk to your doctor about because again, they know your specific needs and concerns. But in general, here's some rules of thumbs to ensure that you get the benefits without any of the boo that could come from having sex. You and your partner, if you are going to engage in unprotected sex, should both be tested to ensure you are not introducing any sexually transmitted infections or diseases into the body during this critical time. Secondly, it's very important to keep it clean for hygiene reasons to ensure that everybody has washed their hands and their body parts before entering into any internal orifices. This is a basic practice, but it's especially important during this time. Next, you might have heard this before, it is very safe for a woman to receive oral sex. And again, orgasm, even without semen, is probably the most powerful thing that a pregnant person can do for their body. However, do not blow into the vagina because there has been some concerns with the way that can impact pregnancy negatively, so don't put air up there. Not that you do, I don't know why you would, but I just think it's important. They always say to say it, so I'm gonna just say it. Last two tips. Anal sex should be used with extreme caution because of the risk factor of bacteria transferring. And last tip, if you notice anything strange and unusual like bleeding or excessive pain, it is natural to have some contractions afterwards that can feel like Braxton Hicks, but they should go away. But if it becomes something you're very concerned about, please definitely talk to your doctor. You should have them on speed dial at this time anyways, or text dial, because it's 2022. So we're getting to the end.
We're getting to the end.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling nervous.
Really?
Yeah.
Why are you nervous?
We have another baby, 2 babies.
Yes. Did you feel nervous last time?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel excited. I guess because you're not pregnant. I feel excited.
You feel excited right now?
Yes. I'm like, let's go.
What you excited about?
Not being pregnant no more.
Yeah, you got a list of other things that we can be coming with that.
That'll be exciting enough for me. So last pregnancy,
yeah.
We were not really on the same page sexually.
No.
This pregnancy, I don't think we're on the same page either.
No. Except it's flipped.
It's flipped.
It's flipped. I'm trying to all the time. And you're trying to just all the time.
And this actually kind of became a thing last pregnancy because towards the end, I wanted to start having sex a lot because I know that it can help
push the baby out.
It can help to speed things along.
Yeah.
And you weren't interested. So I did a lot of solo sessions.
Yeah.
Which I'm not mad about.
No.
But this time I would be interested in your prostaglandins.
Prostaglandins.
Prostaglandins is the lipid compound contained within your semen that helps to ripen the cervix.
Oh, okay.
So I actually don't, there's like basically 3 reasons why it can work. It's oxytocin, it's orgasm contractions, and it's prostaglandins.
Heartbeat of you going up, pushing the blood down, making the baby want to come out.
That's not in the explanations that I've read, but
well,
I'll take it.
Take it in.
I'll take it. So I would like you to participate, but I want to know how you feel.
Yeah.
But I also need to be clear that like it's not sexy sex.
What is it?
It's like we're on a mission sex.
Okay.
It's get in, get out. Let's use this same. You know what we actually have to purchase is another wedge pillow.
We have one.
Where? The one that I just got?
Yeah.
But it needs all those additional. Let's give it a try because I know last pregnancy we had the wedge pillow and that makes a huge difference in comfort, especially 3rd trimester.
Yeah.
And I remember last pregnancy towards the end, it's basically just doggy style.
Yeah.
That's all we're going to be doing.
Okay.
Me, arms up on my wedge pillow. I'll give you a little booty tooch.
Yeah.
I'll push it up a little bit. And then you got to just give the lovin'. And then on the flip side, it's got to be me on the wedge pillow, laying down inclined, receiving pleasure from you.
I could do that.
And that will be sex.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah.
Every day.
Every day.
For the next 3 to 5 weeks.
I'm good with that.
Are you good with that?
Yeah.
Are you excited for pregnancy sex to be done?
Yeah, I am. I'm ready for just to be able to put in positions that are fun. I'm ready to just be able to get into.
You're not having fun right now?
Yeah, but not like not like before, you know. I feel like, and I vividly remember like after you had the baby, like we were having great sex, and it was like this is what we've been missing. Like this is the missing piece right here. So I'm excited to revisit that because sometimes you forget like what good sex is until you get to do it again, and you're like, oh yeah, we've been having some subpar sex.
You know what I also you didn't do last time, which I wouldn't mind if you, it's not your fault, but maybe I didn't ask this of you. So you have to do like perineum massages. So I have a specific toy for that, which essentially it's like
the metal thing.
The metal thing.
What you talking about?
Did you do it for me?
Yeah.
Oh, pregnancy brain. I don't remember that. I remember doing it solo all the time. Like.
No, we did that.
So when you're getting close to, you should actually do this all along. But just massaging the areas.
Yeah, loosens up the muscles.
Yeah, it ensures that you have less chance of tearing. Because I am really hoping for a very similar labor that I had last time.
Yeah.
We had no tearing.
No.
It was an epidural, in full disclosure. I would do a commercial for free for that bad boy. It was incredible.
Yeah.
No pain, and it was quick. We had, gave birth. And I said we, as if you did anything other than push.
I was in there. What
you
you
were
mean?
in there.
I was in there.
I'm just joking. We gave birth to Ryu in 15 minutes. And I think even though last time having sex didn't necessarily help her not be late, because Ryu was 10 days late, I do believe that whatever we did before definitely resulted in a labor that I liked. So let's keep a good thing going.
Yeah. Perineal massages, coming, sex, doggy style, wedge pillow, and
orgasms for me.
Yeah, post-sex is for the oxytocin, post-sex cuddling. Could you get the oxytocin from Ryu?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. I'm just thinking.
If I just cuddled her instead?
No, but if we have sex, we go into the room to go to sleep, then we lay down. Ryu's already asleep. We lay down in between me and you, Ryu. Ryu's gonna roll all over you. Is there a part of you that's gonna get oxytocin from that?
It could, but I also think there's been some times too that we've been deliberate about me falling asleep with you.
Yeah.
And then eventually I move over.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind doing that as well.
No, yeah, we could do that.
Yeah?
Yeah, just let me watch what I want to watch on the TV, and we're good. Okay. You can fall asleep, I'll rub your hair, I'll rub your back, rub your belly, we're good.
I just want to say in general, this pregnancy, I feel like we have been so much more of a team.
Yeah.
And being a team doesn't always necessarily mean that we go about things the same way.
Right.
But we have the same goal.
Right.
And we check in with each other. We've worked cohesively.
Yeah.
So either that's because we've communicated better about our differences.
Yeah.
Or we focused more on where we are the same. But I feel a lot less resentful towards you this pregnancy than the last one.
Of course you do.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like when you're going through that first pregnancy, it's a bunch of new feelings. They're not familiar. You're in a space that's not, normal, and you're just over it. So the first person to attack is your husband. I got told by many married men, hey, you got a pregnant wife? Just duck for cover. Just duck for cover and roll out. You're never going to make sense of it. You just got to let it ride. You're the enemy in the moment. But after it's over, you're grateful. So I just kind of maybe took more of that approach of ducking for cover and just let you do your thing. And then that in return has made you go man, I'm not really yelling at Jared as much as I used to.
I think it's the opposite.
Okay.
I feel like you've been leaning in more. I think the first pregnancy, you kind of had more of let me stay out of her way. Mm-hmm. And now you've been let me get more involved. Let me ask more questions. And I also think that's a big part of it too, of me expecting you to be a mind reader a lot less.
Yeah.
Maybe the last pregnancy, and I remember the only real conversation I had with you about my expectations came when we were walking, trying to get the baby to come out.
Yeah.
So I was probably 38 weeks pregnant, or 40 weeks pregnant, and we were walking at night, and I was like, here's how you've done. And you're like, what's the point of telling me this now? It's over. Yeah. So I think I waited, and I was like, he's supposed to just figure it out. But this time, whether you've been more curious or I've been more communicative.
More open about what you need in the moment.
Yeah.
And we've been having more sex.
This pregnancy?
Yeah.
You think so?
I think so. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
I feel like it's all perception. Last pregnancy, I felt like I had more to prove. This one, again, knowing that we came out on the other side and had a great sex life almost immediately, and we were kind of back, I feel less we can't let it slip.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, it'll come back.
Yeah.
But I've just been enjoying you in general, so thank you.
Yeah, no, it's been a good time, you know. Horny Jared is good.
Horny Jared is good. I really enjoyed Horny Jared.
Yeah.
And I'm enjoying having conversations with you like this as we lead up to this really big moment in our life that we're not prepared for, but also totally prepared for.
Yeah.
Because we've done it before. But we don't have a nursery. We don't have a name. We don't even know where we're going to put this baby, really, because we've got no space in the house. Things got to move around. We got to do a lot of stuff.
We got plans.
We got loose plans. We
got
have
plans.
Ryu's hand-me-downs in storage.
Yeah, we got plans.
I just mean we're going to be okay.
Yeah.
But there's still lots to figure out.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful for Squarespace for giving us an opportunity to make 2 videos a month that are all about creativity. And I think that this is the ultimate form of creativity because we're creating a life.
And we're creating and redesigning all of our lives.
Exactly. And if you are in a place of creation, of redesign, of rebranding, of reimagining what you could put out there into the world and how it can look and how people can receive it, I highly suggest you check out Squarespace, a one-stop shop for websites, for online stores, for email marketing campaigns, and there's more. I think they have a subscription service now too.
Yeah, they have a subscription service. They also got ways to, put up your marketplace to sell things online. They got it all. Anything you want to do in the digital space, Squarespace can figure it out. Also, what I would love, tell us your favorite sex position when you're pregnant.
You trying to spice things up?
Trying to have some fun. Maybe there's some new ones that we haven't figured out yet.
I'm trying to keep it mild.
Well,
Tried, tested, and true.
Hey, maybe we need to get a swing or
Wedge
something.
pillow, I'm coming for you.
Think a swing would be comfortable?
No.
No, not a swing? Okay. Thank you so much for watching that video. I gotta remind you guys again how much we love Squarespace. I mean, our whole family loves Squarespace. I mean, we use it all across the board. Shan, Lauren, me, and I'm sure Ryu will when she gets old enough. Listen, Squarespace is the most user-friendly, even for me who has no idea how to code. I find that I can customize the websites to my liking, however I want, and they have amazing templates. I mean, beautiful templates, stunning templates. I mean, modern templates, things that if I were to go to a website, I would think a super-duper high-tech coder made this website. And if you have a mailing list, look over to switching over to Squarespace because it is the most cost-efficient one that I've found so far, and I've used a lot of them and they can get pricey. Head over to squarespace.com and start playing around for free. And when you're ready to launch, go over to squarespace.com/shambooty to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. Again, that is squarespace.com/shambooty. Save 10% off. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. 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 Let's go. Kill for that.